Book I will be divulging on today is Shame on Me, written by Tess McWatt, shown here. Here we have our contents page. First, I will discuss the influence of the plantation structure on modern society. Second, how race is referred to as a disease on a number of occasions throughout her memoir. And third, In Search of Identity, followed by a quick summary. First, plantation structures. The quote shown reflects on socio-economic status as the lighter one's skin color, the more likely they are to be wealthier, educated, hired, trusted, and attractive. As well, there is no documentation of McWatt's great-great-grandmother, an African plantation slave. However, her white side of the family tree is pretty much perfectly documented and fully intact. Now, the two images that you see on your right-hand side are of slaves and their plantation owners. Note that there is no happiness, not one smile. These often forgotten individuals had the choice of either working or brutal punishment, something which has somehow become ingrained in our current society today. Race as a disease. Each chapter of Shame on Me refers to disease or illness, most evident in Chapter 5. The image below denotes the significant geographic differences between similar-sounding countries. When the doctors see McWatt's dark skin, her unconscious bias suggested she heard Ghana, rather than Guyana. This led to an urgent HIV test and an immense amount of futile anxiety, as the true diagnosis was shingles. So note how Guyana is in South America. It's not French Guinea, nor is it Guinea in Africa. And note it's also not Ghana, also in Africa. Now, moving on. The shingles were on her face, which made McWatt look like a victim of abuse. She was perceived as an easy black sexual target who did not know their own self-worth. While riding transit within France, more men than ever before had approached her with sexual desire. Continuing with race as a disease, we have skin lightening. Further perpetuating the theme of blackness as a disease and whiteness as health, dark-skinned women across the globe have been practicing skin lightening for decades, as if they could hide their skin. They are made to feel the need to feel like a reptile, shedding their beautiful skin because the mass media and much of society deems it to be quite the opposite. I have included a few powerful images below, showing the Williams sisters, Venus and Serena, after coming first and second at Wimbledon, and an airbrushed, whitened Beyoncé. The Williams sisters were referred to as gorillas online, while Beyoncé, almost appearing as white-skinned, is deemed a goddess, despite both being African-American. The makeup market for skin bleaching is in the multi-billion-dollar range. Now, the screenshot from Etsy below shows a product with multiple reviews, currently in over 20 shopping carts despite the high price tag. Searching for identity. McWatt's physical identity has always been challenged. Her grandmother begged her to avoid dating black men, straightening her curly hair to avoid the Diana Ross wild girl association of her childhood, and attempting to assimilate to Canadian way of life met with rejection while at hockey rinks. The memoir concludes by stating, quote, "Who am I?" quote, not "What am I?" drawing a very similar thought as Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech shown on the side, requesting that people judge a man not by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. In summary, the title Shame on Me comes from saying, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." We are still caught under the veil of colonialism, and held to standards of whiteness, and therefore shame on us for comparing our black bodies to such damaging, outdated standards. McWatt's story evolves from her personal search to define her own identity to being a voice for those that do not have one at all. Perhaps the largest takeaway from this memoir is that race is both nothing yet everything at the same time. We are all equally human, yet our cultures and heritage is what makes us who we are. Our education system needs to accept Canada's diversity and improve equitable representation in textbooks, lessons, and across the community to allow every student to thrive. The image below shows a unified community reaching for success across a variety of sorts. So here's to a brighter, better tomorrow together. Not good.